Hello friends, in this video we're going to check out this 60 FPS CarPlay tablet. Welcome to this new video. And as you can see, I have here a really nice looking 60 FPS CarPlay tablet from Carpodgo, and it is one of the best that's on the market right now. It is a display only Bluetooth, and that means that it focuses mainly on the display itself, and the sound is still controlled by your car. Now in this video we're going to check out the tablet itself, of course, all the installation options with the different sockets. We're also going to check out the additional rear view camera, the settings and the option on the screen itself. So let's dive in. So it comes in this box with the unit itself, of course, and then further in the box, so I have this mounting bracket with suction cup that bends all the way around and also can be extended. Then here we have the cable for the rear view camera and the rear view camera itself. And with the rear camera we have the mounting screws and 3M tape as well, of course. There's even a little adapter as well. If you have some problems with your camera, you put this adapter between and the image should be fine. And then here we have a USB to aux adapter. That's for the audio, and we'll speak later on about this. And then the box itself. So even the box looks a little bit like an original Apple product with the CE label. Then here we have the tablet itself. You can see that looks really nice. Great big screen. So this is a fully laminated screen with a 1920 by 720 resolution. The bezels are relatively small. You can see small bezels here, there and there, and a little bit bigger bezel in the lower end. It has a light sensor as well, so it adapts automatically to the light conditions. And this is a really unique feature. It has a magnetic, really strong magnetic foot. You can see that doesn't come off at all. Carpodgo was founded by Felix, which is really active in the CarPlay community since 2017, where he was one of the CarPlay Fora moderators. He founded Carpodgo in 2019, where they started with several tablets, and this is the latest one and the highest tier of their collection. It's the 2025 T3 version, and already right now I really love the looks of it. It has a minimalistic look, really nice, with a USB-C port right here. Also USB-C for the power, so this should be for the power and this should be for the updates and so on. There's the microphone just right there, and then there's also an AV in and an audio in, so that's for the aux. Then further in the box we have, of course, the manual. we have the power adapter, which is a traditional 12-volt adapter, but with an on-off button, so really easy to control your screen. So most cars will have a 12-volt port that powers off automatically after 10 seconds when you lock the car, and which powers on as soon as you unlock the car or when you start the car. But in case you have a car where the 12-volt power is always on, so it's continuous, this little switch comes in really handy. With USB-C on this side. Then here we have a USB-C to USB-A adapter, which is especially for performing updates on the screen. And here we have a different type of mount. If you want to stick your tablet directly on top of your dashboard. Then here is a plate with 3M tape on the back, and this can be used as well to stick on the top of your dashboard, and then you can stick the bracket with suction cup on top and it will hold really firmly. We get an additional flat bracket, so that's nice if you have two cars, for instance. And then these spare 3M tapes if you want to add some additional protection on the side or the lower part of the screen, or to fix some cables in place. The first possibility to install the screen, and the cleanest one I think, in this way the screen will sit on top. So they clearly advise to fix the screen somewhere where it leans on top of your dashboard. If you have a soft top dashboard as I have, it shouldn't make any noise. If you have hard plastic, it could rattle a little bit, so make sure that if you choose your position, it has the best possible position. Sitting up there, it really looks well. It makes you think a little bit like those original screens that you find a lot in new cars nowadays, like new Kias all come with this kind of screen. So discreet, really easy to install. Just remove the protection foil and stick it on top of your dashboard and you're all set. Now we're going to try the other solution with the suction cup. There you go, with the suction cup attached to the windshield. And there you have this screw to fix it, this screw, and the screen itself. So I can easily pull the screen off, of course. You can easily put it back on top. In order to get it powered, you have to plug in this USB-C cable and the 12-volt adapter in a power socket. You can see it also has a quick charge 2.4 amp USB port. Useless to say, of course, that ruins a little bit the look and feel, as you have an additional cable to hide. That looks really nice. I want to thank Carpodgo to send me the screen to check it on my channel, but all the opinions in this review are genuine. I gain nothing by telling you something different. This is my personal experience that I like to share with you. So we have the CarPlay logo, we have Android Auto, the Bluetooth menu, the brightness, . settings. I'll walk through that later on. And about FM, and here you see clearly what makes this Carpodgo T3 special. And here's the Bluetooth. Here's the Bluetooth menu. Now it isn't connected yet, so first let's go through the system settings. Of course we can go through here, but let's go through the system settings on the correct way. So languages, I always get the question what kind of languages are on the system. You can see English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Malaysian, German, Italian, Dutch, Polish, then date and time. So it's the 25, it's month, we're in June, and it is the 24th right now. Okay, and then for the clock, and here I can change the time setting. So I prefer the 24 hours version. And there we go, it is set. Then display. Here you can see the night shift, so where it shifts automatically. The brightness, day, night, and the light sensor, so it can adapt automatically if you're in a really dark or light environment. Then the wallpapers. Then the logo. So that's cool, you can choose your own car logos. If you don't choose anything, it stays on the Carpodgo logo. So you can also see Tesla. They even sell special supports for Tesla, so it holds on the dashboard with a special socket. BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Lexus, I think all the car brands are there. The CarPlay settings, so right drive. If you have a right-hand steered car, you can turn this on and the display will be inversed. 60 frame per second mode, 10 seconds timeout to return CarPlay. That means that if you go to settings, you don't touch anything, it returns automatically back to your CarPlay screen. Then speaker, we can control the different media types separately, so you can set your navigation, your media, and your phone separately, so that's nice. The audio output, and then we have the about, and you can do your system update with the USB dongle or your factory reset. So now let's hook up our telephone. Therefore we go to the phone settings and we can find the name here as well, the PND_0724. So let's select that one and we check connect, accept. And now on the screen I can see it is my iPhone. As soon as I connected to my phone, I saw my phone appearing right here. And then it turned automatically to my CarPlay menu. This looks really amazing, I think. The image quality is so good. And it is really smooth in operation as well. So here we can see the Carpod logo. So let's reboot the system right now. And you can see with rebooting, it also gives the logo. Let's check how quick it connects to my CarPlay. That's great. And now the Carpodgo logo also changed to Nissan. Now to shift to night mode, we simply slide down, and when we swipe again, it switches to day mode. I'm really impressed by the quality of the screen. Now let's try to install the rear view camera and see how that performs on this car. So you can see how quickly it starts up. Now here I have CarPlay as well, of course, so it had some troubles finding the right one, but now I'm connected to CarPlay here, and I'm connected to my normal tablet over here. And now we can also try the rear view camera. So the resolution is quite sharp, but the image is clear enough. As you can see, this grind that's behind the car, it almost looks like it is fake. But of course, for parking, it's more than perfect. And let's see. So there are no options for the rear view camera, so you can set the guidelines, for instance. So for the audio output, there are these 4 solutions. The default one is dual Bluetooth with a display only. So as you can see here, all the audio goes directly to the car stereo, and the display is on the screen. So if you listen to Apple Music, you can control it on the screen, but the sound will come through the boxes. Then the second option FM option, and this is where the unit acts as a transmitter, and you set your car radio on the same frequency. If the frequency matches, all the audio output is sent by FM signal on that frequency to your car radio, and so to your car speakers. Now then the third one is the aux mode. You plug in an aux cable into this unit. The other aux cable goes into your car radio. So simple, straightforward, but another cable to hide on your dashboard. And then also have the speaker mode, and here it is the internal speaker of the display that is used. So that would be perfect if you don't have any car radio at all. So this works in every vehicle, but of course the sound quality isn't great. So it is good for navigation, but if you want to listen to music, I don't think this is the best way to go. And then there's also the option with this adapter. With this adapter, you plug this aux cable into your car radio aux. You plug this adapter directly in a USB port, like the USB port of the power socket of the tablet itself. And then this adapter will act as a Bluetooth receiver, and the audio signal comes from the tablet to this adapter. And it is a clean way to stream your audio into the aux ports of your car if your initial car radio doesn't have Bluetooth. So I think a lot of solutions, a lot of options for a lot of different setup. So the audio output is set on the internal speaker. So now when we go to Apple Music, for instance, so there are no buttons to change the volume. So we have to go inside here and media.
ziek van worden. De meeste besmette eieren zijn bij voedingsbedrijven beland en daar zou normaal gezien geen risico mogen zijn, omdat ze daar verhit worden, zegt het voed.
Now, of course, it isn't great, but for the internal speaker, it is quite logical. Now, as my radio uses Bluetooth for the CarPlay connection as well, I can't show you the display only Bluetooth version of the screen, but let's be a little bit creative and connect to an external Bluetooth speaker, and then use this one for the music and use the screen for the display itself. So let's fire up the GBL. Okay, the GBL is connected. It's set to dual Bluetooth, so display to the screen and audio to the box. So let's try this out. So you can hear that the music comes from the GBL speaker. That works perfectly right. When I make a phone call, that doesn't work, as it will use the car Bluetooth connection for telephony, and as this isn't integrated in the car, my phone call goes by the iPhone itself. But if you have an old car and you don't have any radio or speaker whatsoever, this could be a great solution. Just drop a portable speaker, you will have great music and still CarPlay on your display. Now for the FM output, we're going to switch to the same frequency on the car radio. So there we are on the same frequency, and now we can play the music. So honestly, that works really well. In another car I tried this as well, and I had some kind of distortion. There was a system, but here there's only the audio, really nice quality. It is really easy to set up, and as every car should have a car radio with FM, this is something that should work in every car. To test the audio quality through aux connection, I changed cars. I'm in this older car which has a classical auto radio with Bluetooth and aux connection. You can see I use a kind of like screen over there, but it is nothing compared to this laminated screen. So now plug in the aux. Let's change the setting. Let's change the setting over here. It reboots. Let's try it. sound quality is really great, but I have to turn the radio to the maximum to have a decent sound. Well, with normal radio it's like on volume 20 and it's on 60. But for the audio quality, the quality is really nice. I put it in Bluetooth. Here it is wired in AUX and the radio is put on AUX mode as well. And now we put in, so it's fitted in. You can see that the light is blinking. And then on the Bluetooth settings of your phone, just select car music. Now we're still connected to the CarPlay on the tablet. We're connected right now with the Bluetooth receiver as well, and the Bluetooth receiver is plugged in. So this is a setup that you would typically use if you do have a USB port in your car, but your radio or audio setup doesn't have Bluetooth but has an AUX. So now let's try to play some music. So that as well works really great and it's easy to set up. Now I think this is quite unique to have a screen that nice. Check out, compared to the other screen, the quality and the resolution. Remember, it is 60 FPS for a really smooth experience. I think it's also quite unique to have as much possibilities to connect it Bluetooth directly, with AUX, with FM, with your Bluetooth transmitter in your car. A lot of options. It will work for everyone, I think. And then the magnetic socket is also really handy, easy to use. Now this said, I really didn't like this suction cup holder, as well as this suction cup looks really sticky. It fell off the windscreen all the time. I would really advise that you use this suction cup pad. You stick it on top like this and then it should hold really great. Or even better and more discreet would be this 3M holder that you stick on top of your dashboard. As you can see, it is flexible, so it should fit almost everywhere. Due to a bug in Waze, you have to switch to night mode manually. So in your Waze settings on your phone itself, you have to change it. But with other apps like Apple Maps, you can see it is in day mode, and when I switch the screen to night mode, the screen turns automatically to the dark setting on Apple Maps as well. For the overall experience, I'm really impressed by the looks of this screen. It is slick, it sits well up there, it's easy to remove. If it would be my final installation, I would definitely go for the foot that sticks on top of your dashboard. It is way more discreet and should hold way better. So for people that don't want to change their complete head unit, which demands a little bit of courage to dismount everything, this is a great solution, which is easy, non-intrusive, and works really fine. The user interface is really nice. Only on bumpy roads the screen shaked a little bit, but overall It is fun to use, it looks nice. So if you're interested, please check out my affiliate link in the video description. If you use my link, you will get a 50 euros discount as well. And it will also tell Carpod that you like my video. So honestly, if you want to change the original Connect unit, but you don't feel really at ease to replace the complete head unit, this screen is really a way to go. Or even if you have different cars and you want to interchange it with those cars or an older car, this external screen is really nice. So for my part, this Carpodgo tablet will definitely stay in my collection, and I will use it when I use a different car than mine that hasn't CarPlay. And if I hadn't had an Android unit installed in the dashboard, I would definitely use this all the time. So drop me a comment what you think about this. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I see you in the very next video. Bye bye.